Yeah, this is Bang Bang Rahil. Do you really think that I was born to be a violent person? Do you really think that I was born to be an enforcer? Do you really think that I was born to be an armed robber? No, I wasn't, mate. That just happened in my life, yeah. I was sexually abused as a child, which really changed everything about me. A lot of people don't realise what goes on in people's minds and in their life. You've got to remember that all my family are straight people, church people, school people. Everyone in my family's properly straight. My mum, my dad, everyone was straight, except me. I was sexually abused as a child. That's what actually turned me. And there's more people out there, yeah, in prisons that get locked away and no one really looks at them. Why? You know what I mean? You get these people on the podcast, they've got their comments. Fair play to them, I respect that, yeah? But when they don't really realise what goes on in life, yeah? I was sexually abused not once, but twice, but maybe 10 times. It just completely ruined my life, made me the person that I am or was today, yeah? I didn't go out my way to hurt people. I didn't go out my way to be a robber. I didn't go out my way to be an enforcer. Nothing like that. But it just happened. My life, it completely changed me. It just done something to my head. Who knows? But when I was in prison, yeah, there was loads and loads of people in there, that I would talk to, and they've been physically and sexually abused. And mentally, yeah. And they ain't got a clue what goes on in their life, mate. It just completely ruins their life, you know what I mean? And even when I walk down the road now and I hear kids screaming from a bedroom or from the front room or whatever, yeah, it always frightens me that something might be happening to them little kids. It's one of the things that happen. I would never ever. It frightens me, yeah, to think that child. If that child's being abused in any sorts of way, that child could grow up to be like me. I don't want that to happen. Of course I don't want that to happen. What's it done for me? I've been in prison 26 years of my life. I've lost so much, yeah. I've lost my mum. I was out for 4 years from my mum. Out of 26 and a half years, now and again I see my mum, yeah. But not very often. So my old mum pined for me for 26 and a half years. She pined for her son back. Do you know what I mean? People don't realise it. It's inwardly. She's my mother. Not so much your dad's not so bad with your dad, but it's your mother. She carried you, mate. She was the one that brought you into this world. So she wants you around her. And when I used to come home from prison and go and see my mum used to cuddle me and cry and everything because she's got her son back. You know what I mean? Then they go back away again, and the same thing happens. It happens all over again. And then eventually I come out of prison. I spent 4 years with my mum before she died. My dad had already died. I had a stepfather. My dad died when I was 1 year of age. Everybody needs a father figure. It's like that John Dugani, Dugani, come around last night into the podcast in my house. Everybody needs a father in their life, yeah? That could have been a big thing about in my life that I lost my dad at an early age. No one was there to help me out. I wouldn't have been sexually abused if I had my dad around me. That would have happened. My dad would have been the one who got hold of me and put me straight, yeah, rather than me be put with my whatever been put with my uncle and my auntie, and it happened sexually, yeah. Anyway, forget about all that. I'm just trying to say that us sort of people, we don't grow up, we don't come out of the womb of our mothers to become that person. We're made to be that person. We get made to be that person. I used to work as hard as I could in a blacksmith shop. I used to work as hard as I could doing a paper round, getting this job, getting that job, and all of a sudden, bump, a spark. Something sparked me off, become a boxer. Violence. I accepted the violence. I loved it. I loved the violence. And then going to the fruit market and then fighting in the fruit market. I loved the violence. And then someone putting a gun in my hand. I loved that. Not like a normal kid would go, boy, I don't want that. I ain't a bit of me. You know what I mean? I don't want to go in prison for the rest of my life. And that's what happens. You go in prison for the rest of your life. And you go in there and you're meeting people and you're coming outside and meeting them people and getting involved in more robberies and getting it again. Listen, there's not a lot of people out there who become what? Proper gangsters that are out, never ever get nicked, just out on the street. Listen, maybe 1 in a million people that never get arrested. 1 in a million, maybe 1 in more than that. But we all get arrested, we all go in prison, we all lose so much. I lost more than others. My mum, my dad. I've got maybe 2, 3 in my family that I don't really talk to as much. I'll tell a lie, that's what I have. I've got 2 that I talk to, my big sister, that I love her to death, and my big brother, we talk. But my other 2, the younger 2, my Jackie and my Bobby, don't talk to them. It's like, who's he? You know what I mean? Just push him aside, he's nobody. You know, and that is how it is. That is how it is. I've lost a big part of my family. You know, I've lost a big part. All my brothers and sisters got houses, have holidays, have a good life. Me, I've got it all now. I'm lucky. I'm lucky to have what I've got. I've got it all back again now. You know, I've got money. I get looked after for cash. I don't have to worry about cash. I've got a beautiful, beautiful place. I live in the countryside. I've got it all. I'm doing a book. Perhaps I might get done. Might be a series. Could be a film. There's a lot going on for me. But I deserve it now. All the violence I've done in my life, all the bad things I've done in my life, there's a bit of good coming at the end of it, yeah? There's a bit of good coming at the end of my life. I deserve that. I deserve that bit of good, you know what I mean? And I should have had that from the beginning of my life. From the beginning, not at the end of my life, yeah? You lose, I've lost what? I've lost my wife, Christine. Got 2 kids with Christine. Beautiful kids. I see them now and again, I talk to them. I've got my girlfriend, Danny. She had 2 of my children. You know, my Sonny and my Ruby Ray. I don't see them at all. I maybe talk to my son. He's in Australia now and again. My Ruby Ray, don't even see her, never seen her. You know what I mean? And you lost that part of it as well. Because of what we are, who we are. I was on a podcast the other day with a guy called Chrissy Lambiano that was involved with a craze, and he was one of the ones that got Jack the Hat put in the motor and took away, yeah, when a craze stabbed him to death with a knife, yeah. He got a 15 years rec, so he's got to do 15 years. His wife, and he lost his little girl, yeah. His wife refused to let him see the child because she didn't want to see him no more. He's doing 15 years, violent, she doesn't want her daughter to grow up with him, yeah? So he lost that 15 years. It breaks your heart. It breaks your heart to lose. We all lose, mate. All us gangsters and armed robbers and so-called villains lose everything. I'm trying to tell the kids out there, knock it on the head, mate. Knock it on the head, but is it their fault? You've got to go look at it the other way. Are they being sexually abused? Are this, or that? It happens in our life, mate. You've got to look at our kids. You've got to look at our kids that are turning the other way. What is it? Something to do with the guy I'm with? Is it got something to do with where he is at school? Is there something going on I don't know about? Look at it, mate. Look into it, yeah? Because no one wants to be like me, mate. Believe me. No one wants to be big and tough. Do you know what I love, yeah? The other day, I'm walking down White Street. I forget the guy's name. Yeah, he came rushing up to me. He said, "You bang bang rail, I'll follow you." Yeah, I was really excited. You know what I mean? It made me feel good. And this kid was so nice. He was no violence. A nice man. Yeah. I've been in the Harrow quite a few times and people come up to me, "Oh, bang bang rail," and all that. You know what I mean? But people are watching it, and it's the same people that are watching me being an enforcer and a violent person. The same people are watching me talking now and trying to educate people, looking out for the people that are being sexually abused, are being violent, are being bashed up and all that physically and mentally, you know. Look out for that. Look out for that. You know, you see people walking down the road, women dragging their kids down the road, smacking them and all that. They're the kids. They're the kids that change their life. They're the kids become violent. They're the kids. And it's got to be stopped, mate. It's got to stop. You know, it's got to stop. My mate last night, that John, I mean, I feel sorry for him for what he's gone through with his kids. You know, he's got his son that a bit autistic, and evidently, I don't know how true it is, it's only hearsay, that the woman who's got them kids, she's pulling him all around the gaff and smacking him, and they put the kids in care. But he can't see his kids. Where's the sense in it? Where's this guy, John Dugani, or Dugani, he loves his kids. He loves them. And yet, they took the kids away from him, put them in care, and he can't even see them now himself. Come on, it's not right. It's not right. Something's got to be done about that, you know what I mean? This poor little boy that's been battered from post to pillar to post and all this, that, you know, don't get to see his dad, don't get to see his mum. What's going to happen in his life? Is he going to change? Is he become a violent kid? Because all kids think, yeah, if you don't see your dad, they're thinking it's because he don't love you. What have I done wrong? Why don't my dad want to see me? And mums, what do mums say to their kids? Oh, dad don't love you anyway. So they change that kid's life completely just for them little words. And it changes the kids, the way they think about their dad, the way they think about father figures and all that. It just changes them completely. You know, something's got to be done. It's not just, as John said, it's not just about the women. It's also, well, not about the women with the men. It's sometimes the men with the women. It's sometimes the men that take the kids away from the women. You know, but it's I suppose it's a little bit more difficult to take the kids away from a woman than it is for a woman to take the kids from a man. You know, but he's gone through a lot. I feel sorry for him, you know what I mean? And I wanted to do the podcast with him because I feel sorry for him and he needs help. And he needs someone out there to help him. You know, it's as easy as that. He needs a charity or someone to get hold of him and trying to help him out to get his kids so he can see his son and his stepdaughter. He wants to see them. He wants to look after them. He wants to take them out weekends. And it's not allowed because of a woman saying, no, I don't want him, he's this, he's that. She even called him a paedophile just to stop him seeing the kids. How wicked can she be? And this guy is just a nice guy who loves his kids. Anyway, it wasn't about that really. It was about what's happening about me talking about me being a violent person, this, that and the other. Anyway, this is Bang Bang Radio. Please press the like button and subscribe. I forgot what I was talking about, but everybody else knows. So please like and subscribe. Yeah, take care. Bye-bye.